Welcome back, my beautiful people. It's me again, Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador, guys. Well, I will cut to the chase and I would go straight into this next video. Big things are coming out of Barbados. We are hearing from Mottley and her stance when it comes to Cuba. Mottley has shaked the parliament, shaked Barbados, shaked the Caribbean in making this statement. Let's take a listen.
This matter with the Cubans and the nurses should tell us everything that we need to know. Barbados does not currently have Cuban medical staff or Cuban nurses, but I will be the first to go to the line and to tell you that we could not get through the pandemic without the Cuban nurses and the Cuban doctors. I will also be the first to tell you that we paid them the same thing that we pay Bajans, and that the notion, as was peddled not just by this government in the US, but the previous government, that we were involved in human trafficking by engaging with the Cuban nurses was fully repudiated and rejected by us. Now, I don't believe that we have to shout across the seas, but I am prepared, like others in this region, that if we cannot reach a sensible agreement on this matter, then if the cost of it is the loss of my visa to the US, then so be it. But what matters to us is principles. And I have said over and over that principles only mean something when it is inconvenient to stand by it. Now, we don't have to shout, but we can be resolute. And I therefore look forward to standing with my CARICOM brothers. I wish I could say brothers and sisters, but brothers, to be able to ensure that we explain that what the Cubans have been able to do for us, far from approximating itself to human trafficking, has been to save lives and limbs and sight for many a Caribbean person.
Guys, a big, should I say massive, a massive rebellion is taking place with our Caribbean leaders against the administration of the USA. And our Caribbean leaders are coming as one, and they are saying, speaking the same thing, and that's what I like. Man, I'm happy, because that is what I talked about yesterday on my previous video. Unity has a lot to do with us talking the same thing and thinking the same way. And so, guys, I am very much happy that the Caribbean is in defiance, is rebelling against this ridiculous visa restriction policy or this ridiculous request from the USA for us to end our relationship with Cuba. It will not happen. It will not happen. And I pray to God that the Almighty God will give our leaders the courage, the wisdom, the perseverance, the steadfastness to stand on what they say. And even if sanctions do come, we will stand. We will be unmovable. We will be unshakable. And through it all, God will take care of us, because we stand for what is right, and God will... people are there. God have people there to help us. Other, Mama Africa, all of these other people, or, other nations, God will use to help us to, to ride the storm. A storm is coming now, guys. There will be a backlash coming for that decision, that firm stance we have taken. But I want you to rest assured that we will make it. We are a resilient people, and this is the time for us to come as one, and bridge the gap between us and our motherland. And that is when we demonstrate oneness and unity, and I'm happy to see that taking place. So, guys, the Caribbean is sending a clear message to the United States that we will not back down, we will not be intimidated, we will not be bullied. We will stick with the people of Cuba because they have been a good, very good friend. If you have to isolate Cuba, then best you isolate everyone. If you have to isolate Cuba, then the Caribbean is sending a clear message. We will be isolated with Cuba as well. We will go with Cuba as well. You know, if you have to sanction us as well, because we will stand with Cuba. God bless you guys. Until next time, take care.